Bit of a windy day, but a beautiful day nonetheless. Some clouds in the skies as we are set to get ready for another great Texas high school baseball matchup here at Conroe, Texas, inside the confines of Farrell Park at Elmore Field. Hello, everyone. Collin, Neill here. Glad to have you with us here today on the Highlander Sports Network. Filling in for Jason Greer here this evening. Kind of an afternoon still, but we're slowly heading towards the evening. We're set up for another matchup, the final game of this two-game set between the Woodlands Highlanders and the Conroe Tigers. As y'all know, last time out, it was quite the matchup. Went 9 innings of ball. Don't see that a lot here in high school baseball. They played a, well, I like to say a full game, of course, but it ended up being the Woodlands Highlanders coming up on top of the Conroe Tigers, but the Highlanders had trouble against Owen Raymer. Went 6 in the third innings on Tuesday, allowing 0 runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, and 4 Ks. Luckily, Jack Schmeckel was able to equal him as well. Caleb Holyfield would end up being the winning pitcher of the Highlanders. Tana Tranum, though, for Conroe, he had a good game. We're going to keep an eye on him this afternoon. He went 2 for 2 with both of them singles with 2 walks. But then it ultimately came down to who was going to be the hero that night on Tuesday, and it ended up being Chase Bradley with the walk-off single. And he also showed his prowess on the defensive side, gunning down 2 base runners. So we already got that matchup, folks, and that was at the Scotland Yard this past Tuesday. It's a wonder what we are going to get today. I mean, walking into the ballpark, seeing both teams, you know, it just seems like that they're both know how important this matchup is. With the season winding down, it is imperative for the Woodlands to get a win like this. I mean, they're already set. They're already ready to go to the postseason. I mean, undefeated in district still, 13-0. I mean, folks, they have not lost since Friday of March 7th. You heard that right, March 7th. They've not lost a game in over a month. With this squad led by head coach Ron Eastman, they're facing a really good squad, though, led by a good head coach as well, and Jeff Raymer. So it's a battle between wits. It's also going to be a battle on the field between these two squads. Conroe Tigers not set to go to the postseason just yet. They need to take care of business the rest of the way because them and Grand Oaks are in a battle for that final spot in the district to go to the postseason. So Conroe has a chip on their shoulders. They're not going to give the Highlanders an easy go here on this evening. When we come back, we have the Coach's Corner. Jason Greer talked to head coach Ron Eastman. Don't go away, folks, here on the Highlander Sports Network. This is Woodlands High School Baseball.
Introducing the Power Duo, Tachus Fiber Internet and the Houston Astros. Tachus delivers ultra-reliable internet that's smoother than Orbit's moves. Our unbeatable network lets you stream, game, shop, and share seamlessly without interruption. Join the winning team. Make the switch to 100% frustration-free Tachus Fiber Internet today.
Highlander Nation, are you ready for your next dental appointment? txhsbsb Dentistry covers all the bases. We're located in the Woodlands, Texas, and proud supporters of Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry is a dual specialist dental office dedicated to compassionate, high-quality care. Their practice is unique because they have 2 separate sides of the office, one for pediatric and one for adult dentistry, so the entire family can be seen in one visit. Give us a call at 281-292-1605. Again, that's 281-292-1605. Or visit www.txhsbsb.com to schedule your next appointment. And be sure to mention Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry, a home run for the whole family.
There's no way you're going to be bored. We have Tachus Fiber Internet. Watch a math video or something.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
100% frustration-free internet.
Welcome back on Highlander Total Access. We are presented by txhsbsb Internet. We're just about to set to get underway in about 15 minutes. The umpires have showed up. The Conroe Tigers are fixing up the field after infield warm-ups. But before we do so, let's go ahead and hear from the head honcho himself, Ron Eastman, on the Coach's Corner here on Highlander Total Access, presented by txhsbsb Internet. All right, I apologize about that, folks. Don't exactly know what happened right there, but we should be. I mean, if I were to guess what head coach Ron Eastman is talking about when it comes to heading towards this game, and basically what happened the other day on Tuesday, it's just that they cannot let them get ahead of themselves. Like the Woodlands, I'm sure that he's telling their guys like, hey, we're better than that. We cannot be allowing to get into a close game against a team like the Conroe Tigers, especially overall having to get it done in 9 innings on a walk-off. I mean, sure, a win's a win in the books. It's no matter what happens, it's either a win or a loss. But sometimes a W or an L on that scorekeeping card or on the internet, whatever, it doesn't tell the full story if you weren't there to actually see it happen, or or sometimes if no one knows what happens. Sometimes it's all about the tails in between the innings. It's the fine details. And at the end of the day, though, it was the Woodlands that ended up winning, as the wind is absolutely blowing here. You can see the dirt going all over the place, and it's going to be quite interesting. We're going to try the Coach's Corner one more time to see if it goes in. Let's see on the Coach's Corner. Okay, well, unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be able to get to a coach's corner this evening. Apologies for that, folks. Don't know exactly what happened, so all in all, though, it seems like we're going to have a good day of baseball. But as I was saying, again, it's just when you get closer to the postseason, you kind of have to just find a way to put it all behind you. You can't let the rest of the season define how you're going to play in the postseason, but you still want to get the win like this today, and then for the last few games of the season, in order to feel good about yourself heading into it's all. I mean, baseball is a mental game at the end of the day. You cannot allow bad losses to get to you. I mean, even if you do lose, it's going to be up to you, to the players in this specific case, to just put it out of your head. Just out in one year, out in the other. But yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting day of Texas high school baseball this evening. Let's go ahead and look at the weather real quick. You can probably tell it is windy as it can be. With the dirt flying over the place, they're trying to put the water down right now in order to make sure that dirt stays where it is for the most part. It's 82 degrees, a high of 88 today, a low 65. It was quite cool this morning, especially down south in Houston. It's cloudy skies, but the sun is currently out, so it's partly cloudy here today, and then it's going to be cloudy the rest of the way. By the time as the game goes on, it'll stay in the low 80s, so it's going to be pretty consistent weather as we roll on here on the Highlander Total Access presented by txhsbsb Internet. One thing for Conroe, though, they have their eyes set on that final postseason spot. They want to lock that down probably even today, because the last two games they have are against the Cleveland Indians, who are winless in district play as of right now. And that could change tonight, but the Cleveland Indians are, as you would want to put it, an inferior opponent, and they've been the team that everyone in the district has been beating on, and Cleveland just can't seem to find a way to notch a win this season in district play. But Conroe is in a race with Grand Oaks. Grand Oaks are going to take on the Willis Wildcats here around. I believe they've already had their first pitch about an hour ago. So we'll see how that game goes for Conroe. And one thing that's going their way, though, is that they split the head-to-head against Grand Oaks. So if the overall record stays the same, there could be a play-in game for that final spot in the district between those two squads. But for Conroe, they saw that they almost beat the Woodlands Highlanders. But, you know, as they all say, almost only counts in horseshoes and in other things. It isn't the fact that you almost win, it's the fact that you lost at the end of the day. But the Conroe Tigers are back in their home. They're at Farrell Park. They're here. I imagine there's going to be a good crowd here tonight. The Woodlands have traveled pretty well, so it's going to be another playoff atmosphere, to say the least. Could be a good one here, folks. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, when we will have lineups and first pitch coming your way here on Highlander Total Access.
Introducing the Power Duo, Tachus Fiber Internet and the Houston Astros. Tachus delivers ultra-reliable internet that's smoother than Orbit's moves. Our unbeatable network lets you stream, game, shop, and share seamlessly without interruption. Join the winning team. Make the switch to 100% frustration-free Tachus Fiber Internet today.
Highlander Nation, are you ready for your next dental appointment? K'cher Dentistry covers all the bases. We're located in the Woodlands, Texas, and proud supporters of Highlanders baseball. K'cher Dentistry is a dual specialist dental office dedicated to compassionate, high-quality care. Their practice is unique because they have two separate sides of the office, one for pediatric and one for adult dentistry, so the entire family can be seen in one visit. Give us a call at 281-292-1605. Again, that's 281-292-1605. or visit www.txhsbsb.com to schedule your next appointment. And be sure to mention Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry, a home run for the whole family.
There's no way you're going to be bored. We have txhsbsb Fiber Internet. Watch a math video or something.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
100% frustration-free internet.
Back here on Highlander Total Access here live at Farrell Park at Elmore Field. While we're at it, let's go ahead and get the starting lineups out of the way. First, for the home team, we're going to be a little unconventional, say the best for last, if you know what I mean. For the Conroe Tigers, they line up just like this. Leading off will be number 16, Jaden Keith. He'll be in left field. Batting in the 2-hole will be Jackson Reagan. He'll be the designated hitter wearing the number 3. Batting third, the Blinn College commit Tanner Trantham. He'll be batting third and in right field. Batting in cleanup spot, Ed Rothlander. He'll be in center field. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 23, Gavin Stanger. Batting sixth, wearing the number 5 at second base, Sam Busby. Batting seventh, wearing number 12 at first base, Landon Bruns. Batting eighth, wearing the number 11 at third base, Jake Matthew. And then batting ninth at shortstop, wearing the number 2, Owen Raymer. And then pitching on the mound this evening for Conroe, it's going to be Collin Bowley wearing the number 9. So it's Keith, Reagan, Trantham, Rothlander, Stanger, Busby, Bruns, Matthew, and Raymer. That is your starting lineup for the Conroe Tigers. And then looking at the starting lineup for your Woodlands Highlanders, it goes as is. Batting first, wearing number 9 in center field, Cash Clayton. Batting second at shortstop, number 11, Jack Schmeckel. Batting third, wearing number 14 at third base, Caleb Holyfield. Batting in the cleanup spot in left field, wearing number 23, Cash McWhorter. Batting fifth at first base is going to be Gian Fernandez, wearing the number 30. Batting sixth at the catcher spot, Chase Bradley. Batting seventh, designated hitter, got a couple hits last time out, Gus Bickett, wearing number 25. Batting eighth, wearing number 7, and on the mound for the Woodlands Highlanders is going to be Eric Daigle. Batting ninth in right field, wearing number 3, Max McCrary. And then as the flex option just for defense tonight at second base, number 27, Weston Leroy, So Clayton, Schmeckel, Holyfield, McWhorter, Fernandez, Bradley, Bickett, Daigle, McCrary, and Leroy at second base, primarily for defense. The umpires are heading to home plate. The coaches are about to meet at the plate. Looks like we're about to be set and get underway here in just about a few minutes. It is about to be 6 o'clock, so we are seen to be running a little late. Looks like they had some delays maintaining the field, so we'll wait a few more minutes. Again, gonna be a good matchup here this evening. Also, the wind will probably play a factor today. I did also forget to mention where that wind was going. Let me check real quick for y'all that are just curious. I am as curious as y'all folks. Let's see. The wind today is coming from the south, going north at 15 miles an hour. So it's going to be blowing out towards, looks like maybe towards right field, kind of judging by the papers that keep flying over the place on my desk. So, but either way, we're going to have a good one here on today. First pitch coming up next here on the Highlander Sports Network.
Introducing the Power Duo, txhsbsb Fiber Internet and the Houston Astros. txhsbsb delivers ultra-reliable internet that's smoother than Orbit's moves. Our unbeatable network lets you stream, game, shop, and share seamlessly without interruption. Join the winning team. Make the switch to 100% frustration-free Tachus Fiber Internet today.
Highlander Nation, are you ready for your next dental appointment? Kcher Dentistry covers all the bases. We're located in the Woodlands, Texas, and proud supporters of Highlanders baseball. Kcher Dentistry is a dual specialist dental office dedicated to compassionate, high-quality care. Their practice is unique because they have two separate sides of the office, one for pediatric and one for adult dentistry, so the entire family can be seen in one visit. Give us a call at 281-292-1605. Again, that's 281-292-1605. Or visit www.txhsbsb.com to schedule your next appointment. And be sure to mention Highlanders baseball. Kcher Dentistry, a home run for the whole family.
There's no way you're going to be bored. We have txhsbsb Fiber Internet. Watch a math video or something.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
100% frustration-free Internet.
For the Highlanders are Shane Graves and Dylan McDowell, led by head coach Ron Eastman. Tonight's lineup for the Conroe Tigers.
You're killing me, Smalls!
Highlander Nation, it's that time. Live from Scotland Yard, where legends are made.
It is number 300. Goldie gets number 300. And the 2-1 is out to deep center again. Yes! He's done it again. The man is ridiculous. He's flat out ridiculous. 3-run homer. His second of the game. Goldie is driven in 5. MVP.
Now, the voice of your Highlanders, Jason Greer.
National Anthem concludes at Farrell Park at Elmore Field. The Woodlands Highlanders taking on the Conroe Tigers. Hello, everyone. Collin, Neill filling in for Jason Greer. This evening, we're bound to have quite the matchup here today. Because remember, both these sides went 9 innings last Tuesday, with the Highlanders eventually coming out on top with Chase Bradley hitting the walk-off single. But without further ado, that game doesn't matter anymore. All it matters about is today. On the mound tonight for the Conroe Tigers, wearing number 9, the right-handed pitcher, it's going to be Collin Boley. Of course, the Highlanders had trouble against Owen Raymer, who went 6 1/3 innings of no-run ball. And I've seen Boley a couple of times. I've seen Boley already personally on other on other assignments. He's a guy that is very deceptive. He will throw sidearm, kind of a little submarine, but he will be throwing over the top as well. So he will go kind of back and forth. He doesn't throw hard, but he relies a lot on deception. Does throw that conventional fastball, has some slight movement, has some good spin to it. So he's going to be relying a lot on deception here on this evening. This is the lineup he'll be facing: Clayton, Schmeckel, Holyfield, McWhorter, Fernandez, Bradley, Bickett, Daigle, and McCreary. Clayton, Schmeckel, Holyfield due up in this one, as Boley getting in some more warm-up pitches, but it looks like we are set to get underway here. 6:06 p.m. Central Time at this time being, so a little late, but hey, better late than never for some Texas High School Baseball. 6A Texas High School Baseball live here on the Highlander Sports Network. Just wanted to remind y'all that tonight's broadcast on the Highlander Sports Network is brought to you in stunning 2K Quad HD. Closed captioning is available for the hearing impaired. Stepping up, Clayton's in center field today, leading things off. Set to get underway here on the Highlander Sports Network. First pitch is outside for a ball. We're underway for the night, folks. The ball and strike counter won't be working, so apologies on that front. That is chopped foul, so the count will even up to 2 sticks, 1-1. The kick and the pitch, a breaking ball, and it hits Clayton, so a leadoff hit by pitch to get things started here, as the wind continues to howl. So Jack Schmeckel will step in. He pitched on Tuesday night. Stepping in against Boley. Schmeckel batting .326 on the season. First pitch is inside for a ball.
That batter at the plate is Jack Schmeckel.
Runner on first is Bradley after the leadoff hit by pitch. Sidearm delivery runs low below the knees. It's 2-0 now to Schmeckel. Schmeckel with 11 RBI on the season. That's second on the team. 2-0 pitch runs inside, so it's now 3-0. Highlanders in a good position to have 2 free passes to begin this outing. Holyfield waits in the on-deck circle, and there's a strike, the first strike of the day thrown by Boley. So it's 3-1. Besides that foul ball that Clayton hit before he got hit. A 3-1. Ground ball to the dugout down the left field line and foul. So the count runs full at 3-2. Schmeckel has 7 walks on the year to 3 strikeouts, so he's a hard out. Bound to put the ball in play. Full count pitch. Foul just barely. You could just barely hear the contact made. So the count still sits at 3-2. Boley goes. Ground ball, diving stop by the third baseman. Matthew throwing to first is in time. What a play by the third baseman for out number 1. Gotta give him a lot of credit on that. Stopped the ball. It wasn't in his glove, so it wasn't a lot of time to get the double play as Clayton moves on to second. Now Holyfield steps in. Batting a tick over 400, 404 average, and also just a few ticks above 1,000 OPS. He shows bunt, he puts it down, Boley fields it, throws on the first in time. So it's going to be a sac bunt put on by Holyfield. That moves the runner in Clayton on the third. That's out number 2.
Next up, number 23, Cash McWhorter.
Cash McWhorter now steps in. 40 at-bats this season, batting .275. 357 on base percentage. Sidearm delivery, and that runs low and outside to the left-handed hitter, again facing the righty in Boley. Led off this inning with a hit by pitch on Clayton, and got Schmeckel to ground out 5-3, and then Holyfield put down the sac bunt to move the runner into Clayton on the third. Fastball finds the inside part of the plate. It's 1-1. Breaker finds the zone in there for, no, it's not in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Two one, 2 out. Low and inside. It's now 3-1. Fernandez lies in wait out just outside the on deck circle, waiting for his number to be called. McWhorter waiting on the 3-1. That goes foul above us, hitting the net. Drops down. We have a full count pitch, 2 outs coming up. Once again, the ball strike counter on our scoreboard tonight will not be working, so apologies. You're just going to have to hear it, unfortunately for y'all, from me. 3-2. Fly ball to right field. This should be the inning as the catch is made by Trantham in right field. Now do it for the Highlanders. They get a leadoff hit by pitch and got the runner in Clayton all the way to third, but nothing doing afterwards. Be right back here on the Highlander Sports Network.
Introducing the Power Duo, Tachus Fiber Internet and the Houston Astros. Tachus delivers ultra-reliable internet that's smoother than Orbit's moves. Our unbeatable network lets you stream, game, shop, and share seamlessly without interruption. Join the winning team. Make the switch to 100% frustration-free Tachus Fiber Internet today.
Back here on the Highlander Sports Network. Once again, I'm Collin Neill, filling in for Jason Greer on this evening. Starting on the bump for the Woodlands Highlanders, going to be the right-handed pitcher in Eric Daigle. Wearing the big number 7, the righty on the mound, looking to fight against this Conroe Tiger lineup that goes as is once again in Jaden Keith, Jackson Reagan, Tanner Trantham, Ed Rothlander, Gavin Stenger, Sam Busby, Landon Bruns, Jake Matthew, and Owen Raymer. This, as I finally almost lost the paper, this wind just continues to blow here, folks. It could affect the flight of the ball here this evening. On the season, Daigle has a 1.07 ERA with the whip under 1, which is pretty impressive, at .88 in 26 innings, 5 wins, no losses, 32 strikeouts to 12 walks, 26 innings he has pitched. Leading off will be Jaden Keith, the left fielder. He steps in against Daigle. First pitch is a fastball high and in for a ball. The 1-0. That fastball just a bit more over the plate, went high and tight. This time, again, that's in there for a strike though. It's 1-1. That's popped up. That will go foul. Hits the net, stays in play. We'll do it again at 1-2. You could see the Chase Bradley, the catcher, making sure the home plate umpire doesn't get hit by that foul ball. Here's Daigle's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the high heater, and that's out number 1. First strikeout of the day for the righty.
Next up for the Conroe Tigers, your designated hitter, Jackson Reagan.
Another righty in Reagan now steps in. He's DHing tonight for Conroe. Breaking ball in there for a strike. I think the key is for Daigle today going to be to just get that first pitch strike against these Conroe hitters, as that next one runs outside. Here's the next pitch, another breaker. This time it's swung on and missed by Reagan, and the count runs 1-2. Filthy breaking ball by Daigle so far. 1-2. Tries the high heater. The same thing he did against Keith to strike him out a batter ago, but it does not work against Reagan. Count runs even at 2-2. Working quickly is Daigle. Ground ball on the slider. Almost ate up the third baseman in Holyfield, but he throws it on the first in time for out number 1, for out number 2.
Number 4, Tanner Trantham.
So Tanner Trantham now steps in. He's committed to Blinn College, playing right field today. The time is called. The home plate umpire is going to clean up the dirt again. It's a bit windy, so the dirt might cause some cleaning issues. We kind of had a maintenance delay, as this game was originally supposed to start at 6 o'clock, but kind of about 6 to 7 minute delay first pitch. First pitch, though, in this at-bat to Trantham from Daigle's in there for a strike. Working quickly again, breaker in there for a strike once again. It's 0-2. Daigle working very too quickly for me to give you all the defensive alignments, but we'll get to that soon. Fly ball high in the air in left field. Sitting under it is McWhorter running in, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Daigle to get things going. The Highlanders will send Fernandez, Bradley, and Bickett at the plate in the top of the second inning. Don't go away, folks, here on the Highlander Sports Network.
Highlander Nation, are you ready for your next dental appointment? txhsbsb Dentistry covers all the bases. We're located in the Woodlands, Texas, and proud supporters of Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry is a dual specialist dental office dedicated to compassionate, high-quality care. Their practice is unique because they have 2 separate sides of the office, one for pediatric and one for adult dentistry, so the entire family can be seen in one visit. Give us a call at 281-292-1605. Again, that's 281-292-1605. Or visit www.txhsbsb.com to schedule your next appointment. And be sure to mention Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry, a home run for the whole family.
Bank, as well as our game ball sponsors, Love It, Town and Country LLC, Mr. Steve Hardwick.
Bowley back out there for his second inning of work for the Conroe Tigers. In this inning, he'll be facing the 5, 6, 7 hitters in Fernandez, Bradley, and Bickett. He started off quite rough. He hit Clayton to lead things off, but then retired 3 straight after that to work off that rough start here in the top of the second inning. About to get underway as Fernandez steps in, playing first base today for the Highlanders.
Up for the Highlanders, Gian Fernandez.
Fernandez, the righty, steps in, and Bowley goes. On the first pitch is off the end of the bat, squibbles to the Conroe dugout, foul. It's 0-1. Get your defensive alignments for both sides for Conroe in just a few moments. Sidearm delivery a bit lower this time, kind of a submarine. It runs low and outside. The kick and the pitch. Fastball, tried to find the outside part of the plate but misses. It's 2-1, I believe. Or it's 1-1. That's foul. Scoreboard shows 1-2, so we're going to stick with it. It's 1-2. Bowley goes on this 2-2. It is indeed 2-2. That one will be a pitch that goes straight to the backstop. So the count runs full for Fernandez, 3-2. Bradley waits in the on-deck circle for the Woodlands. The kick and the pitch on the 3-2. Defensive swing, it goes foul. Rather, I should say, probably a swing he wish he didn't, because that slider was running way low and away. But luckily for Fernandez, able to find some contact to keep the at-bat going. A quality at-bat here for the first baseman. That's popped up on the infield. Bowley looking at it. Now it's going to be the catcher making the catch. Excuse me, they're reading the wrong one. Stanger making the catch for out number 1.
Next up, Chase Bradley.
It's going to be a foul. I believe that was in foul territory. So foul pop-up to the catcher for Fernandez. As Bradley, the catcher, now steps in, the right-handed hitter. Bowley goes. In on the hands, popped up in the air, and it's going to be caught by Stanger. So that's out number 2.
The next batter is your designated hitter, Gus Bickett.
So as Bickett steps in, we get your defensive alignments for the Conroe Tigers in right field. Train them. Highlanders in center. Keith is in left field. Raymer is at shortstop. Matthew is at third base. Busby is at second. Bruns is at first base. Stanger behind the plate making those 2 putouts. And then Bowley's on the mound. As he goes on the first pitch is outside in the dirt for ball 1. Ground ball right to Bowley, nice and easy. He throws on the first in time for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Bowley. Soft contact here early on against the Woodlands Highlanders. Now it's the Conroe Tigers' turn as they will send Highlander, Stanger, and Busby, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters rather, at the plate after this here on the Highlander Sports Network.
There's no way you're going to be bored. We have txhsbsb internet. Watch a math video or something.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
100% frustration-free internet.
Hey folks, are you ready to cut the cord and use streaming services for your TV? Cut the cord and start your streaming services today with txhsbsb Fiber Internet. Welcome back here on the Highlander Sports Network. I am Collin Neill filling in today this evening for Jason Greer. As both the Highlanders and the Tigers, so far only one base runner in between two ties. It was that hit by pitch to lead things off to begin this game. As we now are set to begin this bottom of the second inning. So a few more warm-up pitches for Daigle. Again, he'll be facing Highlander, Stanger, and Busby, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, the heart of the order for the Conroe Tigers. A lot more warm-up pitches than I expect, that's for sure, for Daigle. Surprised. They don't normally it works pretty quickly, much more quickly than that. But either way, stepping in is going to be the center fielder for the Conroe Tigers, Highlander.
Up for the Tigers, Ed Highlander.
As the wind continues to howl and blow here, sending my papers all over the place. First pitch from Daigle is a fly ball to center field. And coming in and making the catch. A little shaky over there, but either way, nice catch out there for the Woodlands by Clayton. Get your defensive alignment in just a few moments for the Woodlands. Daigle looking to work quickly already against Stanger, the catcher. On the first pitch with one out is foul tipped. It goes to the backstop. So it's an 0-1 count. Ground ball to second. Leroy on the first in time. Nice and easy. Had to be quick with the speediness of Stanger. A lot more speed behind that on that catcher's legs than I thought. So that's out number 2. Daigle been working pretty quickly. As Busby, the second baseman, now steps in for Conroe. Ground ball to third, fielded nice and cleanly, and it can't be scooped up by Fernandez. It goes to the dugout. Fernandez throws down to second to Schmeckel. Tag is not applied in time. Schmeckel might have missed it.
Next up, your first baseman, Landon Braun.
So now the Tigers have a runner on second via the E5 by Holyfield at third. So it's going to be ruled as an E6, I could imagine. And now Bruns, the first baseman, steps in. On the first pitch, he swings and misses at that breaking ball in the dirt. So it's 0-1. McCrary's in right field. Clayton's in center. McQuarter is in left field. Schmeckel is at shortstop. Holyfield is at third. Leroy is at second. Fernandez at first. Bradley catching behind the plate. And on the mound is Daigle for the Woodlands. That's her defensive alignment. 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Spinaroonie a little bit by Daigle. As the wind, you know, I will say, even though the wind's causing problems for my pieces of paper all over the place, sure does feel nice to get a little cool breeze. Feels like more than a breeze, to say the least. Here's the 0-2, 2 out. Goes that same pitch, but Bruns lays off. There is 2 outs in this bottom of the 2nd inning. It's a 1-2 count. Daigle looking back at second with Busby standing there. 1-2. Low and outside, the count evens up. Wind has died down for the time being. 2-2 count. The pitch from Daigle. That's popped up. That will go over the net and over the crowd. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Inning started fairly quickly and easily for Daigle. He got Highlander to fly out to center. Got Stenger to ground out to second. But then Busby reached on a throwing error by Holyfield at third. And on to second. Defensive swing goes foul, screaming above the Conroe dugout. And now you can see Bradley and Daigle having a quick conversation. Wonder what that was about. Probably wanting to throw a certain pitch here in this situation against Bruns. 2-2, 2 outs, runner on second. Busby with a modest lead. Bruns waiting on Daigle. Deep breath, the 2-2. Called, strike 3, fastball finds the upper outside corner of the plate to the right-handed hitter. And now do it for the Tigers. They were able to get a runner on second via an E6, but that runner gets stranded. That'll do it for Conroe. We're through 2 innings here at Farrell Park. You got more action coming your way here on the Highlander Sports Network.
Who you know that does.
Introducing the Power Duo, Tachus Fiber Internet and the Houston Astros. Tachus delivers ultra-reliable internet that's smoother than Orbit's moves. Our unbeatable network lets you stream, game, shop, and share seamlessly without interruption. Join the winning team. Make the switch to 100% frustration-free Tachus Fiber Internet today.
Back here at Farrell Park at Elmore Field. Boley back out there for his 3rd inning of work. Daigle working out of trouble. Had a runner in scoring position at second.
Coming to the plate for the Highlanders, your pitcher, Eric Daigle.
So the pitcher for the Woodlands, Eric Daigle, will step in to begin things here. Top of the 3rd inning starts with the ball low and away on the slider, so it's 1-0. Boley delivers. Sidearm delivery once again. Finds a strike. Next pitch. Slider runs high and away. Daigle up at the plate now. McCrary and Clayton are due up. Here's the 2-1. Fastball misses. So it's 3-1 now for the pitcher. Fly ball down the left field line. This could be fair, and it is fair. Cut off at the wall by Keith. Going into second is Daigle. He slides in safely. First hit of the ball game for the Highlanders. And it's a good start to this top of the third. Courtesy runner will be Mason Hernandez, wearing the number 5 at second. McCrary now steps in. It could be a sack bunt situation here. As it goes quiet. Left-handed hitter facing the righty and Boley. Boley delivers, no bunt put down. First pitch is a strike. Still nobody out. 0-1 count currently as McCrary looking down on Boley. Boley sets himself ready, working from the stretch. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to the Tigers dugout in foul, and as it rolls back in fair territory down the right field line, someone's going to have to go get it. The Woodlands in a prime spot here to get the first run of the game. A base hit in the outfield can do it. That one goes foul, this time over the Woodlands dugout. Count now runs 0-2. No, 0-2 rather, nobody out. Runner on second, Hernandez. Called strike 3 on the outside low corner of the zone. And McCrary goes down on strikes, 1 away.
Next up, your leadoff batter, Cash Clayton.
That does turn the lineup to the top of the order with Cash Clayton coming up. He got hit by a pitch to lead the ball game off. So I'm sure he's looking to get a hack right here. First pitch, sidearm delivery once again finds the inside part of the plate. 1 down. Runner on second is Hernandez. Courtesy running for Daigle, who led this inning off with the double. Pitch runs low below the knees. So the count evens up at 1-1. Beautiful day, I will say, here today. Winds started to calm down. The good breeze, ground ball. Ooh, almost hit a Highlander down there. I think that was Bradley that fielded it with his glove. Luckily, he didn't get hurt, and luckily everyone has a head on a swivel down in that dugout. So the count runs 1-2. See if Clayton can probably put something through the right side. 1-2, sidearm delivery and a foul ball. Clayton getting way out ahead of that, probably sitting fastball, seeing how that swing was. Again, 1-2. As Boley readies himself, here's the pitch. Ground ball, that also goes foul, so Clayton continues the battle here. Someone's got to go get that ball down the left field line. Boley working from the middle of the rubber. Line drive caught by Matthew, throwing a second for the force, and he got him. So score that in L5-4 double play. And that will do it for the Woodlands already in this top of the third inning. They had this inning lead off with a double down the left field line by Daigle, but nothing doing afterwards as the runner gets out on the double play. Well, we head to the bottom of the third inning. Still a 0-0 score here at Farrell Park.
Highlander Nation, are you ready for your next dental appointment? txhsbsb Dentistry covers all the bases. We're located in the Woodlands, Texas, and proud supporters of Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry is a dual specialist dental office dedicated to compassionate, high-quality care. Their practice is unique because they have two separate sides of the office, one for pediatric and one for adult dentistry, so the entire family can be seen in one visit. Give us a call at 281-292-1605. Again, that's 281-292-1605. Or visit www.txhsbsb.com to schedule your next appointment. And be sure to mention Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry, a home run for the whole family.
Daigle back on the mound for the Highlanders. A very tough ending to that top of the third. He led off that top of the third inning with a double, and then it just all went away to end it. An L5-4 double play. But now it's going to be up to the Highlanders, though, to put that behind them and try to just execute here in this bottom of the third inning. Game moving along pretty quickly here. 8-9-1 hitters due up for the Tigers, Matthew, Raymer, and Keith. Matthew making that nice jumping play. Very much responsible for that double play. It's a slow roller, fielded nicely out there by Holyfield, and it's going to be a foul ball. It was a hit off his foot, they might be saying. So it's 0-1. That one is a strike on the swing. Home plate umpire makes the point to the batter. That indicates a swinging strike, so it's an 0-2 count, nobody out. Daigle gets the sign he likes. Bradley sets himself on the outside corner. That is a pop-up down the right field line. McCrary in on it, and he makes the catch. Couldn't see him down there, but the umpire says he made the catch, so it's out number one. That is quite an interesting foul territory down the right field line. It's pretty wide. It's almost like the high school version of the Oakland Coliseum for how wide foul ground is, but the further you go down that right field line, you saw, and then that shed as that swung on and missed by Raymer on the fastball from Daigle. It then all of a sudden it makes after it gets past the Conroe dugout, it makes a quick left turn. Fly ball popped up actually on the infield. Schmeckel makes the catch for out number 2. For a second there, I thought that was going to get sent to the outfield. Center fielder Clayton was coming in like he was about to make that catch, but the wind must have knocked it down. So it's out number 2. And now Keith steps in. Joe's bunt goes foul. Keith struck out swinging his last time up on a 1-2 pitch. Jaden Keith playing in left field today for the Tigers. 0-1. That's popped up, drifting, and foul off the shed down there. You can see right there what I mean about that foul ground. The further it goes down, the right field line, the crazier it gets. So 0-2 now for Keith. Daigle looking to get his offense back out on the field. Fastball runs high and away. It's a good spot. Bradley, the catcher, nodding his head saying that he likes it. So we'll do it again, though, however, at 1-2. Breaker in there for a called strike. A beauty. 1-2-3 inning for Eric Daigle. He's looking to get his offense back on the field quickly, and he does. We're through 3 innings here at Farrell Park. Highlanders coming up, 2, 3, and 4 hitters do what?
Introducing the Power Duo, Tachus Fiber Internet and the Houston Astros. Tachus delivers ultra-reliable internet that's smoother than Orbit's moves. Our unbeatable network lets you stream, game, shop, and share seamlessly without interruption. Join the winning team. Make the switch to 100% frustration-free Tachus Fiber Internet today.
Is a dual specialist dental office dedicated to compassionate, high-quality care what you need? Well, we have separate sides to the office for pediatric and adult dentistry. Schedule your appointment today at www.txhsbsb.com. Again, that's txhsbsb.com, creating healthy smiles and keeping them for life. Boley's back on the bump as we are set to get this 4th inning underway here at Farrell Park. Still 0-0. Highlanders had something cooking in that top of the 3rd inning, but then ultimately nothing came of it. But Schmeckel looking to get things started on the right foot. As he steps in, he grounded hard to the 3rd baseman, Matthew, his last time up. So he leads off this 4th inning. Boley, the kick and the pitch. Sidearm delivery is fouled off the end of the bat. Sun about to start setting here in Conroe, Texas. Here's the 0-1. Popped up on behind us. Stanger makes the catch right in front of us for out number 1. He's had quite a few putouts today. He had 2 of them in the top of the 2nd inning. So he's been busy, aside from catching balls and strikes. Holyfield now steps in. The first pitch to him. Line drive down the left field line, and that is foul. Put a good swing on it, but it was about 5 feet foul. Holyfield grounds this one foul again, so it's 0-2. He got a sac bunt down back in the 1st inning to move Clayton, who was on 2nd after the ground out by Schmeckel in that 1st inning, on the 3rd. He's looking to get a good hack here. He's already had 2 good ones. Fastball runs high and away. One, 2. Low in the dirt. Count evens up 2-2. Here's the 2-2. This is a line drive again in left center field, and now we'll get down for a base hit cut off by Rothlander in center, and it holds Holyfield to a single. But nonetheless, a good hard hit baseball is a hard hit baseball. So a runner on first with one out for the Highlanders for Cash McQuarter. Second hit of the day for the Woodlands. McQuarter last time up, he flew out to right field to end the first inning. Matthew, the third baseman, playing on the fringe of the dirt and grass. First pitch sidearm delivery runs low and outside. McQuarter thought about it for a moment, but decided to opt out of it. Holyfield not a big lead off of first. Pitch, line drive, hard hit, foul. My goodness, that was scorching. Good thing that there was a fence over there. Otherwise, some of those people down there probably not going to have a good rest of their day. Foul tip. Count runs 1 and 2 now for McQuarter. With runner on first in Holyfield with one out. Here's the 1-2. Outside evens the count to 2 and 2. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging on a slider. An off-speed pitch maybe as well for out number 2. Now send Fernandez to the plate. He fouled out to the catcher his last time up. Seeing how things are going, it could be a replication as pickoff attempts on time. It could be a replication of what happened on Tuesday. First pitch to Fernandez. Slider runs low and outside. Here's the pitch. That one, same kind of pitch and locations, 2-0. Here's the 2-0. Low. Count now runs 3-0. Fernandez in a good spot to walk here and put Chase Bradley to the plate. Takes it all the way for a strike. Bully shook off his catcher Stanger the first go around, and that is inside for ball 4. As Holyfield goes now on 90 feet to second in scoring position, Fernandez at first. Bradley will now step in. He popped out in fair territory to the catcher, though, and Stanger last time up. It was a pitch that was hit off the hands. First pitch runs outside. Bradley did not go, so it's 1-0. Raymer, the head coach for the Tigers, talking to the home plate umpire, and now a time's going to get called as he will now head on over to the bump to have a conversation with Boley, his pitcher. While we have this opportunity, just want to let you know that from Tachus Fiber Internet, this is the time of the year where it's notorious for internet bill spikes. While the guys use Tachus Fiber Internet, our customers are guaranteed 100% lifetime pricing. So go on and get that Tachus Fiber Internet. Also grateful for them sponsoring tonight's scoreboard. Yeah, so here's the situation. Runners on first and second with 2 outs, with Chase Bradley due up at the plate. And after a long conference, Raymer now heads back to the dugout. Boley still out there. Inning led off with a foul pop-up to the catcher by Schmeckel. Then it was a single by Holyfield to left center. Almost could have been a double, but it was a good cutoff in center field by Rothlander to make sure that ball didn't go all the way to the wall. And McCorder struck out swinging, and then Fernandez just a bit ago walked. First pitch is high and inside, nearly hit Bradley. So it's 1-0 to begin things. Here's the 1-0. Fly ball left field. That will get down for a base hit. Holyfield is getting sent. He stumbles. Throw to the plate. Going to be close. It's not in time. Fernandez on the third. And Bradley on the second. An RBI single for the catcher. Puts the Highlanders up 1-0. Now Gus Bickett steps in. A base hit here can really break things open here for the Highlanders. And of course, commentators jinx. I've said that this feels like a replication of last Tuesday, but that will not come to fruition here. Both teams going scoreless until the Woodlands walked it off. Line drive into center field. Get down for a base hit for Bickett. Fernandez scores. And Bradley's going to hold off at third. RBI single now for Bickett. It's 2-0 now. Highlanders on top of the Tigers. Now a conversation between Stanger and his pitcher, Boley. Gus Bickett saw the first pitch he saw, and he did not hesitate to swing at it. Boley's back. As Daigle now lies in wait. Time is called as the Stanger needs to get his defense in line. Daigle doubled his last time up to begin the third inning. And he puts a big swing into that one, but that will go foul. Pickoff not in time. Runner on first is Bickett, who drove in Fernandez on the RBI single, and then before that, Bradley, who's on third, drove in Holyfield. Pitch is in the dirt. It's a 1-1 count. Boley taking his time. He now readies himself, working from the stretch. Daigle watches that one go low and outside. The count runs 2-1. Wind howling once again. Pitch. Fastball just misses low and outside. A good hitter's count here, 3-1. McCrary waiting in the on-deck circle. I could see Daigle trying to see if he can drive one here. Ground ball, and that gets through the right side. Another RBI single for the Highlanders. Coming in courtesy of Daigle, who will help his own cause out, making it a 3-0 ball game for the Highlanders. And looks like we might be getting a pitching change. Boley hands the ball off, and we will indeed be getting a pitching change here at Elmore Field in Farrell Park. It's a 3-0 game. The Woodlands Highlanders going off with 3 2-out runs. And they are well in the driver's seat, and they are threatening to add more to this. With runners on first and second with 2 outs, new pitcher coming in for the Conroe Tigers. We'll have more information on the new pitcher when we come back after this on the Highlander Sports Network.
Highlander Nation, are you ready for your next dental appointment? txhsbsb Dentistry covers all the bases. We're located in the Woodlands, Texas, and proud supporters of Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry is a dual specialist dental office dedicated to compassionate, high-quality care. Their practice is unique because they have 2 separate sides of the office, one for pediatric and one for adult dentistry, so the entire family can be seen in one visit. Give us a call at 281-292-1605. Again, that's 281-292-1605. Or visit www.txhsbsb.com to schedule your next appointment. And be sure to mention Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry, a home run for the whole family.
Boley's night is done. New pitcher coming in for the Conroe Tigers, going to be number 21, Bryce Thompson. The right-handed pitcher inherits a tough situation. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Max McCrary will have an opportunity here to get the good times rolling as the Highlanders are up 3-0 on the Tigers. Again, just to kind of recap this inning, if you're just joining us here on the Highlander Sports Network, I'm Collin Neill tonight, filling in for Jason Greer. This inning started out with a foul pump up to the catcher by Schmeckel, and then Holyfield hit a single to left center field. Then a strikeout by McCorder, and that was 2 outs. But then afterwards, Fernandez walked to get runners on first and second. Then Bradley hit an RBI single to left field to score Holyfield. And then Bickett hit an RBI single of his own to score Fernandez, who was at third. And then Bradley scored after a RBI single through the right side by Daigle. And now here we are with Boley out of the game. Bryce Thompson is in for Conroe. McCrary steps in. He struck out looking on 3 pitches his last time up. The first pitch. And that one's high and inside. It's 1-0 with 2 outs. Thompson now on the bump. Line drive and fielded by the second baseman in Busby on the second for the force. So a 4-6 fielder's choice by McCrary ends the inning. But the damage has been done. The Highlanders are up 3-0 as we are halfway home here on the Highlander Sports Network. Once again, Highlanders up 3-0 on the Tigers. We'll be right back after this on the Highlander Sports Network.
There's no way you're going to be bored. We have Tachus Fiber Internet. Watch a math video or something.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
100% frustration-free Internet.
Eric Daigle back on the bump for his 4th inning of work. The scorecard has been quite clean outside of an E5, I should say. I meant an E5. I did not mean to put it out in an E6, but an E5 that got a runner on for the Tigers, but outside of that, nothing doing. He's through 3 clean innings, looking to keep things where it is. He got the RBI single to make it a 3-0 game. So look at him helping out his own cause. 2, 3, 4 hitters, though, due up for the Tigers. Reagan, Trantham, and Highlander. As the designated hitter, Reagan, steps in. He grounded out to third his last time up. A 5-3 put out. Daigle adjusts his socks. And he now steps in. As we begin this bottom of the 4th inning, Daigle's been working quickly all game. Look for him to do the same here. And the first pitch hits the knob of the bat, I believe. That's in there, so it's a strike. It's 0-1. Called strike. I believe the count's now 0-2. Oh, 2 swing and a miss, slider in the dirt, and Bradley applies the tag for out number 1. Trantham now steps in, the Blaine College commit. He flew out to left field to McWhorter his last time up. That was Daigle's 3rd strikeout of the game, by the way. First pitch. Big cut and a miss on the breaker. Of course, if I'm Conroe, I'm not trying to force anything here. Just play within yourself. Fastball finds the main street for a strike. It's 0-2. Daigle continues to work quickly, working from the first base side of the rubber. Here's the 0-2 to Trantham. That skips right to the Conroe dugout. It's 1-2. Here's the 0-2. 1-2 rather. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Daigle. He is feeling it. It's out. That's out number 2 in this bottom of the 4th inning. Up stepping in is Ed Rothlander. Flying out to center field his last time up. First pitch from Daigle is fouled. A good swing by Rothlander, but misses it. It's 0-1. Right back to the backstop. It's kind of one of those that goes straight back to the backstop. Not too bad of a swing. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball down the right field line. Going to be a tough play for McCrary as it goes in the foul ground. No signal, so it does go foul. It traveled a long way, so it stays 0-2. So it goes to 0-2. Down the left field line, it's 330 feet. Dead center is 360 feet. Down the right field line, kind of unusual that the right field and left field lines are not the same, but it's 320 down the right field line. Here's the 0-2. And that fastball just misses. A good eye by Rothlander. Deep breath by Daigle. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Count evens up at 22, 2-2. Infield and outfield playing normal depth. Here's the 2-2. That one also goes in the dirt. The count runs full for Rothlander, battling back. Stanger waits in the on-deck circle if his number is called. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Daigle. Called! Strike 3. Daigle strikes out the side. He now has 5 strikeouts on the evening, 3 of them in this inning. He is feeling it. And the Woodlands Highlanders head to the 5th inning, up 3-0 on the Tigers.
Highlander Nation, are you ready for your next dental appointment? txhsbsb Dentistry covers all the bases. We're located in the Woodlands, Texas, and proud supporters of Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry is a dual specialist dental office dedicated to compassionate, high-quality care. Their practice is unique because they have 2 separate sides of the office, one for pediatric and one for adult dentistry, so the entire family can be seen in one visit. Give us a call at 281-292-1605. Again, that's 281-292-1605. Or visit www.txhsbsb.com to schedule your next appointment. And be sure to mention Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry, a home run for the whole family.
Thompson back on the bump for the Tigers as we are set to begin this top of the 5th inning. Just joining us, Collin, Neill filling in for Jason Greer tonight. As it was looking like for a while that it was going to become like Tuesday night because it was nothing. It was 2 outs in the 4th inning, by the way, for the Highlanders. And they scored all 3 of their runs with 2 outs. So some good clutch hitting has been the key so far for the Highlanders. Good crowd here on this evening for both Conroe and the Woodlands. Woodlands traveling very well once again. No defensive changes, so it's still the same infield, outfield. Just Thompson that came in the last inning in relief of Boley. Here's the pitch, and that one is low for a ball to the top of the order hitter in Clayton. Lined out into a double play his last time up. Fastball runs low. So far today, he's officially 0 for 1. He led off this game getting hit by a pitch. Thompson deals. Ground ball fielded by Matthew on one hop. Long throw to first, scooped up by Bruns in time for out number 1. A 5-3 to begin this top of the 5th inning. Up steps in Jack Schmeckel. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to third and found popped up to the catcher in that 4th inning. On that ground ball, though, he did ground it very hard. It's just Matthew at third making a great play. He's been making some good plays out there tonight for the Conroe Tigers. That one is high up in the air. Matthew camping under it, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out to Schmeckel. Thompson working quickly. As the wind now continues to howl here. Holyfield now steps in. He hit a single his last time up, became the first run scored for the Highlanders. Thompson goes. First pitch looked like a bit of an off-speed, maybe a breaking ball, but either way, it's a 0-1 count. With 2 outs. A pitch. Breaker finds the strike zone. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-1. Or 0-2 rather. Called strike 3 at the knees. Thompson sits down the Highlanders in order 1, 2, and 3 to the 1, 2, and 3 hitters. Highlanders still up 3-0 though as we head to the 5th inning stretch. Stanger, Busby, and Bruns are due up for the Tigers after this on the Highlander Sports Network.
Introducing the Power Duo, Tachus Fiber Internet and the Houston Astros. Tachus delivers ultra-reliable internet that's smoother than Orbit's moves. Our unbeatable network lets you stream, game, shop, and share seamlessly without interruption. Join the winning team. Make the switch to 100% frustration-free Tachus Fiber Internet today.
Is your internet provider letting you down with lengthy outages? You are one of many. Make the switch today and schedule your install with Tachus Fiber Internet for reliable, 100% frustration-free internet. Well, I'll tell you what's not been frustration. What's been frustration-free? It's been Eric Daigle on the bump. Has allowed only 1 base runner so far this evening. And that was just via an E5. So he's been dealing, he'll be dealing with sort of the heart of the order, 5, 6, 7 hitters, Stanger, Busby, and Bruns, who are due up. Conroe Tigers still trying to find some answers on the offensive side of things. As Stangers, the catcher, will now step in for the Tigers. Sun setting more and more, starting to get a little cooler, still in the low 80s. Still a few clouds in the sky. First pitch to Stanger is swung on and missed. A good start for Daigle. He's been getting that first pitch strike pretty often as of late. 0-1 is in the dirt. Even count, 1-1. A pitch. Late swing and a miss. Looked like Stanger was probably sitting off speed or something else because he was late on that fastball. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Daigle. Swing and a miss. Cannot catch up to the heater. 4 straight strikeouts for Daigle. Stepping in now is Busby. He represents the only player that has gone on base today against Daigle. He grounded into an E5, was able to reach first, and then on that throwing error also moved on over the second. I was back in the second inning. That's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Another first pitch strike thrown by Daigle. Curveball, line drive into center field, and now will be the first hit of the ball game for the Conroe Tigers as Busby, the St. Thomas commit, lines it over the middle. Now Brun steps in. Conroe trying to get at least a run back. Busby on first now. Daigle will work from the first base side of the rubber. First pitch to Bruns, no. Pickoff attempt, a good quick pickoff. Is not on time, though. Daigle now steps off. Looks like Bradley's having some equipment issues as well. And now Bradley's going to motion towards the dugout. I think he's having some issues with his, I think they have a pitch comm. Coach Eastman now will go over and take a look at it. And he's going to get a whole new catcher's helmet. Looks like everything's all good to go here as Daigle got a few, I think got a few practice throws in. Got to stay warm, especially he has a good shot of going the distance here today. Hasn't thrown a pitch yet to Bruns. First pitch is a fly ball to right field. Waiting on it, though, is McCrary. He makes the catch for out number 2. Busby stays at first with Matthew coming up to the plate. He fouled out down the right field line to the right fielder McCrary his last time up to begin the 3rd inning. Daigle's first pitch, it's a soft fly ball into center field, but removing it on is Clayton, and that is out number 3. So after the 1 out single by Busby, Daigle gets to the next 2 batters. We are through 5 innings here at Farrell Park. Got 2 more innings to go here on the Highlander Sports Network.
Highlander Nation, are you ready for your next dental appointment? K'cher Dentistry covers all the bases. We're located in the Woodlands, Texas, and proud supporters of Highlanders baseball. K'cher Dentistry is a dual specialist dental office dedicated to compassionate, high-quality care. Their practice is unique because they have 2 separate sides of the office, one for pediatric and one for adult dentistry, so the entire family can be seen in one visit. Give us a call at 281-292-1605. Again, that's 281-292-1605. Or visit www.k'cherdentistry.com to schedule your next appointment. And be sure to mention Highlanders baseball. K'cher Dentistry, a home run for the whole family.
Everything stays the same for Conroe as Bryce Thompson's still out on the bump. The Highlanders dealing very well. 3-0 ball game in their favor. And really, that's really all you can ask for if you're the Highlanders, because right now Eric Daigle is absolutely dealing. And really anything that comes afterwards is just practically bonus. You still want to try to get some more insurance, though, for Daigle. You want him to try to go as long as he can. But either way, Cash McQuarter steps in. 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for the Highlanders. Him, Fernandez, and Bradley. McQuarter watches that off speed go outside in the other batter's box. It's 1-0 now. McQuarter on the day, he's 0 for 2, flew out to right field and struck out swinging. Here's the 1-0. That one runs outside as well in a way. It's 2-0. Don't sleep on McCorder, though. He can put it over the fence at any time. That one's off the end of the bat. Has some English towards the Woodlands dugout. 2-1 count now for McCorder. The other half of the Cashes on this team, you got Cash Clayton, Cash McCorder. Big swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. A good changeup by Thompson. The count evens up to 2-2. McCorder probably looking for a fastball here or something he can drive. 2-2. Ground ball past Thompson, fielded at second base by Busby. Throws on the first in time. It did not hit off of Thompson's glove. He just missed it. So it'll just be a good old conventional 4-3 putout to begin this top of the 6th inning. Up next comes Fernandez. He's 0 for 1. He walked his last time up and came around to score, representing the second of those 3 runs in the top of the 4th inning. The righty steps in, facing Thompson, who's had quite the success so far against the Woodlands. First pitch runs low and outside. Ground ball to short. Raymer has it, throws on the first on the jump in time for out number 2. I'll send the catcher Chase Bradley. And for Thompson, he has retired so far 6 straight Highlanders, with a called strikeout looking in the midst of it. First pitch to Bradley, to Matthew at third. Another play made by the third baseman, throws on the first in time for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Thompson. He's going to get his offense back on the field in a hurry. 8, 9, and 1 hitters are 2 up. Matthew, Raymer, and Keith for the Tigers. Right after this, on the Highlander Sports Network, the Woodlands up 3-0 on Conroe.
There's no way you're going to be bored. We have Tachus Fiber Internet. Watch a math video or something.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
100% frustration-free Internet.
Hey folks, you know how I've been talking about all these businesses, the good old commercials we've been playing along with Jason every Highlander baseball game? Well, this could be your business that we are talking about right now. Advertising packages are available now, giving you advertising for every single Highlander baseball broadcast on the Highlander Sports Network this spring, and a guaranteed spot in the postseason. To learn more about this opportunity, fill out the contact form in the description below, and we will be in touch with you as soon as possible. Well, Eric Daigle's back on the bump for his 6th inning of work. He has been cruising, has allowed only 1 hit, no walks, has 6 strikeouts to his ledger. We'll say, when it comes to Daigle, talked a little bit about him with Jason. He's just a guy that just has the feel and he has the command to go with it. He is a pretty impressive righty. And right now he is dealing. Bradley throws down the second, and we are set to get back underway. 8-9. Looks like we're going to have or excuse me, I got that wrong. It's a 9-1 and 2 hitters are due up for the Conroe Tigers. I don't know where I got lost in emotion on that. But I figured it out. Raymer will now step in. And he puts that first pitch up in the air. Did not see where that went. And it will go over the press box. So it's an 0-1 count to begin things here in this bottom of the 6th inning. 0-1. That one runs in the dirt. Have not seen any activity whatsoever for the Highlanders bullpen-wise. I'm sure they're going to let Daigle go as long as he can. He's been showing that he can go the distance so far. Here's the 1-1. That slider runs low and outside. To Raymer, who's 0 for 1. He popped out the short his last time up. 2-1. That goes foul. Hits the top of the net, over the crowd, and onto the roadway. So it's a 2-2 count now for Raymer. Of course, if you haven't figured it out already, the son of head coach Raymer for Conroe. Foul tip off the end of the bat. Bradley couldn't get to it, so it still remains a 2-2 count. Still 2-2 count. Daigle goes. Ground ball to short. Schmeckel is there. Has to hurry. Throw on the first in time. Good athleticism by Schmeckel to get the runner out. And that's one down. Lineup flips over to the top as Keith will now step in. 0 for 2 on the day. He popped out the short as well his last time up. Struck out swinging back in the first inning. Leadoff hitter tried to check his swing on the slider, but he went around, says the home plate umpire. It's 0-1. Fastball runs high and away. And see Daigle, even after he throws a bad pitch, he doesn't change his routine. He just goes back on the rubber and already ready to throw the next one. 1-1. Popped up. That will also go foul. A lot of foul balls in this inning, and as it lands right in front of us, I thought it went out of play for a moment, out of the netting. So it's a 1-2 count now for Keith. Daigle goes. Good eye by Jaden Keith as that runs low. It's a full count now. Or rather, I think it's an even count. Yeah, it's an even count. 2-2. Scoreboard messed me up right there. Daigle called strike 3 on the slider. Strikeout number 7 for number 7. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter in the designated hitter spot. It's going to be number 19, Hayden Sheely. The left-handed hitter will step in, tall frame. Don't know much about him. That shouldn't change things defensively as he's stepping in for Jackson Reagan, the designated hitter. Daigle's first pitch to the pinch hitter. Ground ball fielded by Fernandez. Slips, underhands it to Daigle, who covers first in time for out number 3. He is absolutely cruising the righty in Daigle. He has 7 strikeouts through 6 innings. He has only allowed 2 base runners overall. Well, we're through 6 innings. We head to the final frame here at Farrell Park, the site of Elmore Field. Highlanders 3, Tigers nothing.
Highlander Nation, are you ready for your next dental appointment? txhsbsb Dentistry covers all the bases. We're located in the Woodlands, Texas, and proud supporters of Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry is a dual specialist dental office dedicated to compassionate, high-quality care. Their practice is unique because they have two separate sides of the office, one for pediatric and one for adult dentistry, so the entire family can be seen in one visit. Give us a call at 281-292-1605. Again, that's 281-292-1605. Or visit www.txhsbsb.com to schedule your next appointment. And be sure to mention Highlanders baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry, a home run for the whole family.
Final update on Willis, Grand Oaks. Willis 3, Grand Oaks 0.
Thompson's back out there on the bump for his, trying to get his second full inning of work here. As Gus Bickett will now step in for the Highlanders as the music dies down. He's 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single. Back in the fourth inning, driving in Fernandez. Here's the first pitch from Thompson. Bickett flies this one out to center field, stepping in, then going back is Rothlander. He camps under it to make the catch for out number 1. That now sends Eric Daigle to the plate. He's 2 for 2 on the day with a double and an RBI single that drove in the Highlanders' third run. First pitch to him. Watches that one bounce to the backstop. (1-0) now for Daigle. Thompson goes. Lays off of that one. I was low and in the dirt. Daigle staying disciplined, not trying to play with himself, not trying to do too much. The pitch. High chopper that goes foul to the Woodlands dugout. It's 2-1 now. Do have a pinch hitter on deck for the Woodlands. Gets that in a moment. That one is popped foul over the dugout into the parking lot. I think the groans tells me that it definitely hit a car. Thankfully, I know it's not mine. Two. That's off the end of the bat and foul. That is number 28, Cruz Romo. That's in the on-deck circle. He'll be pinch hitting for McCrary. When his number gets called, that spot in the order is due up. Daigle working a good at-bat here. It's 2-2 with 1 out. Called strike 3. Gets that slider on the low outside corner. That's out number 2. I don't think those groans mean that it did hit a car, but I didn't hear those. I never heard those kind of groans before. I just heard the whoo. And then I heard the I heard that. So yeah, pinch hitter coming in, Cruz Romo, lefty, left-handed hitter. course, as we all know, the little brother of Drew Romo, who was drafted by the Rockies. He made his big league debut last year in August. Of course, Drew Romo leaving his mark on Highlander baseball in his time in the Woodlands. 2 outs, no runners on for Romo in this top of the 7th inning. Hard hit, line drive, and hits the shed, foul. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. Trying to add an insurance run there. It's 0-2. Wind's blowing in right towards us. I don't think that's going to bode well for any hitter that steps in. Although the flag stays still in left center. 0-2, swing and a miss. And Romo goes down on 3 pitches. And Thompson has done his job. He's kept things where they are at, 3-0. But the Tigers need 3 outs. Need 3 runs in 3 outs. Daigle will be back out there. It'll be up to him to complete this one. We'll be right back here on the Highlander Sports Network. Bottom of the 7th inning coming your way.
Introducing the Power Duo, Tachus Fiber Internet and the Houston Astros. Tachus delivers ultra-reliable internet that's smoother than Orbit's moves. Our unbeatable network lets you stream, game, shop, and share seamlessly without interruption. Join the winning team. Make the switch to 100% frustration-free Tachus Fiber Internet today.
We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, and number 7, Eric Daigle, is back out there, and he looks to complete things and finish things off. He has been absolutely dominant through 6 innings so far of no-run ball. He has only allowed 2 base runners overall in the E5 and a single. No walks. Has 7 strikeouts.
Right fielder, heads to the plate.
And he'll face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters in Trantham, Rothlander, and Stenger. Trantham on the day, he is 0 for 2. He flew out to left field and struck out swinging his last time up in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch from Daigle to begin things. Fly ball down the left field line. Hit well, but way foul. If that was fair, that could have been gone. But either way, the count runs 0-1. And time called. Here's the 0-1. That skips in the dirt to the backstop. It's an even count, 2 sticks, 1-1. One from Daigle. Big swing and a miss. Kind of a stiff swing, too, from Trantham. It's 1-2 now. Pitch. Just outside, trying to get Trantham looking on the slider on the outer part of the plate. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 for Daigle. And that is how the 7th inning gets going here in bottom half.
Center fielder Ed Rothlander.
Here is the first pitch that is in there for a strike to Rothlander. Rothlander on the night, he has flown out and struck out looking. Good curve, that's fouled into the parking lot. Good thing I park far away, all the way to Narnia. I don't fret about parking close to a baseball field whatsoever. 0-2 pitch, that goes foul. Here's the 0-2 once again. 0-2 called, strike 3. Strikeout number 9 for Daigle. And the Tigers are down to their final out.
Catcher Gavin Stanger.
Stanger now steps in. He is also over 2. He grounded out to second and struck out swinging in his last plate appearance to begin the 5th inning. The catcher steps in against Daigle. Fastball, first pitch strike. He has been unbelievable tonight. With the Highlanders up 3-0 against the Conroe Tigers. Curveball in there for a called strike, and the Tigers are down to their final strike. Daigle working quickly. Deep breath. Here's the 0-2. Fastball runs high and away. Stanger steps back in. That one's just outside, 2-2. Daigle working quickly once again. Fastball runs low, and the count runs full. Busby, who has been the only Tiger to get on base all evening, got on with an error and a single in his last time up in the 5th. Swing and a miss! And that will do it. 10 strikeouts for Eric Daigle, and the Highlanders win this one 3-0 over the Conroe Tigers. What an absolutely great display of pitching we saw today. And I don't think it's a surprise on who the Highlander Sports Network player of the game is. But we'll recap the action here coming up next. Here on the Highlander Sports Network, the Highlanders victorious over the Tigers.
Introducing the Power Duo, Tachus Fiber Internet and the Houston Astros. Tachus delivers ultra-reliable internet that's smoother than Orbit's moves. Our unbeatable network lets you stream, game, shop, and share seamlessly without interruption. Join the winning team. Make the switch to 100% frustration-free Tachus Fiber Internet today.
Highlander Nation, are you ready for your next dental appointment? K'cher Dentistry covers all the bases. We're located in the Woodlands, Texas, and proud supporters of Highlanders baseball. K'cher Dentistry is a dual specialist dental office dedicated to compassionate, high-quality care. Their practice is unique because they have 2 separate sides of the office, one for pediatric and one for adult dentistry, so the entire family can be seen in one visit. Give us a call at 281-292-1605. Again, that's 281-292-1605. or visit www.txhsbsb.com to schedule your next appointment. And be sure to mention Highlanders Baseball. txhsbsb Dentistry, a home run for the whole family.
There's no way you're going to be bored. We have txhsbsb Fiber Internet. Watch a math video or something.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
100% frustration-free Internet.
Back here on the Highlander Sports Network. Highlander postgame coming your way right now. And we're going to wrap this thing up pretty quickly, folks, as we do have to go on to get out of here. But just kind of recap, I mean, just what a game. What a game overall in not really all facets. I mean, the hitting wasn't really there per se, but it was enough. And you knew after Tuesday night that the Woodlands Highlanders were not going to let that game get to them, and they went out and took care of business. I mean, we'll get to Daigle in just a moment, folks, but just kind of recapping the hitting here. I mean, you had Holyfield who got that single. It was that fourth inning really that separated, because that's where all the 3 runs came. But here's the thing, and I'll recap the inning real quick. It started off with the Schmeckel pop out to the catcher in foul ground. Holyfield then got on with a 1-out single. McWhorter then struck out swinging. Then Fernandez walked, and that I should say that after that McWhorter strikeout, that was 2 outs, folks. So it looked like that the Highlanders were going to get done in quickly. But then Fernandez walked with 2 outs on the first. Then Bradley hit an RBI single that drove in Holyfield. And then Gus Bickett hit an RBI single that drove in Bradley. And then Daigle drove in an RBI single that scored. That scored Bradley. My bad. Bickett brought in Fernandez. Daigle brought home Bradley. And overall, it was just that clutch hitting in that fourth. That, with 2 outs, you just got to know, note to yourself that it's not over when it's 2 outs. And the hitter stepped up to the plate, figuratively and literally. Our Highlander Sports Network player of the game. I mean, it's really easy, folks. I mean, it's a pretty easy job tonight for me. Eric Daigle, 7 innings, complete game, 1 hit. No walks, 10 strikeouts, 2 base runners overall allowed today for Daigle. He also went 2 for 3 with a double and that RBI single, like I mentioned. So Eric Daigle, your Highlander Sports Network player of the game. Well, folks, that'll do it for me. I'm Collin Neill, filling in for Jason Greer tonight. Thank you, Jason, for letting me fill in on this evening, saying so long for now. And I just want to remind you that tonight's broadcast of Highlander baseball is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any retransmission or any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Highlander Sports Network or SBE Studios is strictly prohibited. It's been a great game. The Highlanders on top of the Tigers, 3-0. Want to thank Jason Greer. Also want to thank the camera operators this evening, Reese Kim and Emma Riley. They did a good job here tonight with the camera work. That'll do it for us. Once again, I'm Collin Neill saying so long for now. Highlanders 3, Tigers nothing. Good night and have a happy Easter.